I really like the scene where Bella confronts Jacob about why he hasn't been hanging out with her when he first reveals that he's a werewolf.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool scene in the rain. I thought that was really great. Probably the stuff in Italy. I mean, it was so different to anything I've done in the series, and it seemed so huge when we were there. There were so many extras, and the set was massive, and it seemed like it seemed very exciting when I was doing it. Oh, definitely. I think it keeps it really exciting, but I think after a while, if it's just constantly like that, then it'll get annoying after a while. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think logically at all.
You're emotional guy.
Yeah, I mean, and my emotions don't even make sense to me at all. Yeah, no, I've always been on Jacob's side. Yeah, I mean, I can't understand why, but that's the horrible thing about loving someone. You kind of, there's a line in the movie where Bella's dad says that, sometimes you got to learn to love what's good for you. And it's a very powerful line. I am kind of scared of the dark.
You are.
Yeah, I don't know why. But like always since I was a kid, and I pretend now that I'm not, but but I always kind of have been. But other than that, I'm terrified of dying.
Oh, you are. Really?
That's one major issue, especially painfully. I'm scared of going to the doctor because I think they're always going to say that there's more wrong with me than what I think is wrong with me. So that's my fear there. It's like that's why I never go to the dentist, because I always feel like you have one problem. I need to get this one thing fixed, and you go and they're like, ooh, you need to get the whole lot out, all of them out. No, I mean, it's kind of, I've always had the same friends. I mean, I've had the same friends for years, since I was about 12. And, I mean, nothing much has changed other than, it's weird, you have you have a ton more experiences. I mean, I do a lot more traveling. It's interesting. I mean, you kind of, I just never ever would have seen myself being in the position I'm in now, like 2 years ago, at all. I mean, I had no money. I was like, just doing nothing in London. I mean, I was kind of doing tiny little jobs, acting jobs, and this has all happened so quickly, and it's, I never, ever, ever saw this coming. People didn't even want to do auditions with me like 2 years ago, and then you suddenly, like, everything turns around. It's an interesting thing on seeing how like the world works in mysterious ways. It's just totally random. You wake up one day and then suddenly you're this big movie star, and you're like, oh, okay. It feels like I was only here about a month ago. I mean, but it's so strange that I've shot 3 movies since the last time I was here, and it seems, I mean, I can so clearly remember what I did last time. I remember all the restaurants when we were driving down the street. I remember walking down the street outside this hotel, and it feels like last week. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I love the food here. I always have amazing meals. Last night I had an incredible steak. I just had a Kobe steak, but it's ridiculous. They don't have that. You can't get Kobe steaks like even if they call it Kobe anywhere else in the world. It's not anything like it.
So you like steaks in Japan rather than the steak, the big ones?
Yeah, no, the Japanese steak is the best by miles. I play music a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I played the guitar a lot. I bought a really nice guitar when I was filming Eclipse. I've never had an electric guitar before, and
first guitar.
First electric, yeah. Yeah, which is really nice. I've been having a lot of fun with that. I read a lot. I mean, that's about it. I don't do much. I'm not really good with like physical stuff. I've always been terrible at sport.
You have.
Yeah.
You don't seem like it.
I know, it's weird. I seem like I should be good at it, but I'm not. I'm really bad.
That's fine.
Yes, I quite like to, have a family and stuff. I think, yeah. I quite like to be a young dad.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I want to be friends with my kids. I want to make a kid so I want to have a kid so I can make them really cool and then they can be my friend. And they'll agree with everything I say.
Okay. So you're very good at memorizing scripts.
No.
You are very smooth with kissing.
I'd say slick.
You wish that there's no such thing as paparazzi.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And you'll freak out if you lose your cell phone.
No.
You won't go crazy.
No.
Okay. And your rival is Zac Efron.
No.
No. You want to challenge me at James Bond someday.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay. The Twilight sensation, this whole sensation, is still unbelievable for you.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You think it's helpless to fall in love with the co-star?
You know what?
Okay. So that's 9 for me then.
Let's get to the movie question.
Okay,